Hi Isabella,
Hi, Jordan.
how are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good, thank you.
So, question one. Your film Come Away is out in the cinemas this week. What was it like to be in a film with such an imaginative story?
It was amazing to be in such an imaginative story. And
Oh,
when I read the script for the first time, I was thinking, oh, this is weird. Because they've blended Alice in Wonderland and Peter Pan and have created this amazing, amazing story. And yeah, it's basically the prequel to Peter Pan and Alice in Wonderland. And when I watched it back, I was amazed at how it came out. It was really great, and to be in such an intriguing or unique movie was so cool.
yeah, it looks really cool. What did you find most challenging about acting in Come Away?
I'd say the most challenging time was the scene we filmed in the forest here in England. It was in Windsor Great Park, and it was a cold day. It was like 3 degrees, 2 degrees, and in the scene I had to jump in this river. I had to dive in the river and save my brother in the pouring rain. It was freezing. I was shivering, and had to cry. And then at the same time, the crane wasn't working to film the scene. So they had to try and fix this crane that was giving this aerial view. And then something got wet as well. It was just mayhem. And then they had to use a hairdryer to try and dry the camera and the crane. And then they cut the scene.
Oh, that sounds really cool, though. Come Away has some very talented actors. What did you learn from them?
To be honest, I wasn't very lucky enough to work with them for a long time. I was doing most of my scenes with my co-stars, which were the kids. But when I did hang around with them, they were nice people. Angelina Jolie, I got to hang around with her kids, Shiloh, Knox and Vivian. We went to an arcade, and then we even went to her house, and we had Indian takeaway at her house.
That sounds really cool and really yummy.
What's your favourite Indian dish?
I don't really eat Indian food, but I like curry, so probably Indian curry.
Yeah, I love curry and naan and rice. And poppadoms.
Yeah. What do you think about the Peter Pan story? Would you like to never grow up?
I've known the Peter Pan story since I was like 6 or 7, and I've liked the story a lot. And it's not been one of my favorites, but I've loved the story. And in Come Away, they haven't actually completely retained the complete story of Peter Pan. It's quite different to the original story, which is really cool. But would I like to grow up? Definitely.
Yeah, so would I.
I wouldn't like to just stay 13 forever. That would be, I think, boring after a while.
Yeah, gone everywhere and you're always at the same height. Very boring. If you could have one magical power, what would it be?
Read minds.
That would be cool.
I'd love to read minds. To be able to know what every single person I meet is thinking.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Please tell CinemaStars what you have coming up next.
Well, yeah, I've got quite a few things coming out. I just recently finished filming a comedy TV series called Breeders with Martin Freeman, and that's gonna be broadcast on Sky and Fox next year. I think maybe it's spring, middle of the year next year. And I'm also in a new movie, so for any cinema stars, I'm going to be in a film called Infinite, and I star alongside Mark Wahlberg in that movie. So those are the two main things you can see me in next.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, it's exciting. I finished filming Infinite like 2 years ago, and I've been wondering when it's gonna come out because it's been ages.
Yeah, It's like waiting for a pot to boil. Just like waiting and waiting, but it's not coming.
Waiting for paint to dry.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's exciting. So yeah, I'm just gonna. Hopefully, we can get back to normal in 2021. You know, back to normality. Guys, follow me on Instagram. That's at Jordan Nash World, and subscribe to my YouTube channel as well, where you can check out my music. Have a look at that, joke around, mess around with it, mock it, whatever. I have dance tutorials as well. So yeah, subscribe to my YouTube channel for all the cinema stars. Come Away was out yesterday, so the 18th. You can go to your local cinema and watch the movie.
Thank you for your time and have a Merry Christmas, Jordan.
Merry Christmas, happy holidays, guys. Thanks for having me.